Hello, welcome to CLC News. Today is the 18th of October 2020. What we'd like to do is we're going to ask for some help today from the people. This will be the first of 3 videos today, but the first one we're basically putting in a call to arms, so to speak. The Common Law Court will be submitting paperwork to the appropriate courts as we're taking on both Boris Johnson and Nicola Sturgeon in relation to the COVID legislation and the crimes they're committing against the people. And we're also lodging a case against the Attorney General on behalf of David Noakes and Linda Thayer, who have been unlawfully detained, kidnapped, and are both currently in a French prison. So we're lodging these cases sometime this week. And as we're presenting on behalf of the people, what we're doing as a sample of the people, we're asking for 100 signatures just to add to this document. Now, there is no fee to pay with this. There is no need to attend court personally, but what we want to do is present 100 signatures on behalf of the people to say that we stand together and we're prepared to lodge this against the appropriate parties. So if you would like to add your name to this list, all that's required is a signature from yourself. If you can sign a plain piece of white paper with your normal signature, to the right of the signature, if you can then print your name, your full name, and then attach an address. Now, we're only accepting signatures from people who have already submitted their birth declaration to the Common Law Court. So providing you're on the system, we will take your signature and then your signature will be added to this paperwork. There'll be no address listed. This will remain confidential. We'll keep a hold of that, but we just need to confirm with the information we currently hold on you that you're the same individual. However, your name will be printed on the document and your signature will be displayed. So if you're quite happy to do so, we are looking for 100 signatures. Now, we have a few already, but we're putting out a call to arms just now, and we're going to work on a first come, first served basis. So if you wish to submit your signature to go onto this document, it's working on first come, first served. You can send these signatures with your name and your address to the Common Law Court, and if you email it into the following address, we will accept that and then close when we have the 100 signatures required. The email address is sign, that's SIGN, at commonlawcourt.com. I'll repeat that, sign, SIGN, at commonlawcourt.com. And if you can do that as soon as possible, we'd like to get the paperwork off in the next few days. It's been prepared just now, and obviously people have been discussing this a while, so all we need is the appropriate signatures to go with it, and we'll lodge this, bearing in mind that this action has been raised by the people. When the paperwork has been presented to the court, it will also be displayed on the Common Law Court. Similarly, any responses from the government in relation to this issue will be presented and displayed on the Common Law Court. Okay, well, thank you. But what we'd like to do now is move on to the next subject. In relation to the COVID situation, the lockdown, the pandemic, whatever you want to call it, it's ludicrous that people are being locked away. They're being told not to go out. They're being told when they can go out. They're being told when they can go for a meal, for a drink, whether or not it's lockdown. It's now affecting people's lives. It's been doing that for a while. It's affecting business. It's going to affect the economy. We're going to find that if you're lucky enough to have a job just now, you'll probably find that it won't be there in the future. If you do have a job in the future, it will be restricted, your earnings, and things will change substantially. Well, it's no longer acceptable, and the people wish to do something about it. Hence the reason for lodging these cases. However, in the meantime, what we're also doing is we have taken out a Common Law Court card. Now, one point I'd like to clarify is this card is completely different from the existing card we have. The existing card is a personal card which confirms that you're a living man or woman. It then confirms that you own the legal fiction attached to you, and it will display this information with your photograph. Now these cards are personal and will cost £25. The card that we're taking out just now is only for one issue, is to protect you from these so-called COVID rules. Now, what we're doing is we have two sides of the card, obviously. The first side will give you your rights under common law, and will confirm that under common law you do not have to comply with the legislation. At the bottom of the card it will also give you your name, so your name will be displayed on the card. On the reverse of the card, we will then obviously cover the statutory legislation. Although it's not applicable to a living man, the state use statutory legislation. So by displaying the rear of the card, what you will then do is confirm, even within the statutory system, they cannot enforce their own legislation on you because you have the right to refuse consent. And what we've done is displayed that on the rear of the card. So either way, this card will protect you. I personally have tried that. It's handy to have. You can put in a plastic wallet. You can actually have it attached to a lanyard. If you have this, it will protect you. Now, if we show you just now where to find this on the site, what we're going to do is visit the site just now. So here we go. This is the home site, the home page on the website. So that's commonlawcourt.com. If you go to the shop heading, click here. The first option down is withdrawn consent. So you click onto that and the page will appear. You'll see here that the card only costs £7. There is £2.40 postage because these are only available in Great Britain just now. So we'll send them out within the UK. The remainder of the money will be put into a fund and will be used for the enforcement of the common law court. As we are going to appoint common law court constables, they will be up and operating within the UK at a place near you shortly. Now the funding will go in, but as it says, this is the page you order the card from. So this is separate from the previous cards. This gives you the side here confirming your common law rights. However, at the bottom you'll see there's a place here for your name. If you come down here, it will explain basically who's the card for, or it will ask you, you can add here whether it's an adult female, an adult male, or if it's for a child. Now bearing in mind if it's for a child, the child's name will be displayed, but it will obviously refer to the child as your property. As under common law, your child is your property, but it does cover their name. What we then ask is for two things. We ask for your first name and surname, which will be displayed on the card. If you click on there, add to basket, and then proceed to checkout, you'll find if you scroll down here, there is an explanation here, as we're asking everyone to join in and basically to protect our rights. This is one of the few opportunities you will have left to do so, as the state are changing legislation and they're trying to remove all your rights and block any protests or any way to deal with this issue in the future. So as I said, we still have this rights just now. It's with time we actually use them to protect ourselves. You can read this here, it will give you an explanation, and again there's comments at the end that people have put in, so please feel free to do so. Now, if we come in, remember that this additional funding coming in from the card will be used solely for the appointment of common law court constables, so they will be hopefully up at a place near you shortly. I'd like to leave just now, but if you can share this information, please let everyone know what I'm doing with the cards. Anyone can get these cards, preferably if they sign up to the court, it would be better, but anyone's entitled to get these cards. You can use it just simply by ordering on the site. Share this information. The more people that use this, the easier it is to obviously use within the system. And not only that, but the more cards that are sold, the more constables we will have under common law. Just to remind you again, if you wish to add your name to the documents for these court cases, it will not cost you anything. All you're doing is showing your support because we stand together, and your name will be displayed on the court document. So if you're happy to do so, send in your details and your signature to sign, SIGN, at commonlawcourt.com. Thank you, and hopefully if you can join us later on, we will have 2 additional videos. One will be for the appointment of these constables, and the second will be for the issue of the medical profession. Okay, thank you very much, and hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.